The Stars and Stripes are here at SETU Waterford, and the sun has come out as well as the young Americans here for the Electric Ireland Corna McLean semi-final, the second semi-final. It's New York Collegiate GAA against Southwest College, which has 12 Fermanagh men starting there out there in the light blue jerseys. New York have gone back into their dressing rooms. This is the live stream for the full game coming right up, and in a few minutes time I'll be talking to Sean Price from the Shannon Gales. So we will go through the teams with all the details. But the first game, Liverpool John Moores against Mary I Thurles, was played before this. We're going to play highlights of that game now. Very entertaining, some terrific goals in the first half. So let's see the highlights from that right now. It's Patrick O'Donnell from Carlow, comes inside. It could actually be a goal here, and he lashes it to the net early on, and that's 1-1 in the first couple of minutes for Mary I Thurles. They come inside to Daniel McKibben from Bryansford. We'll spread him on the counties. 4 from Armagh, 4 from Fermanagh. And that effort is over the bar, and that's a terrific score. The big midfielder, but this is the other cornerback, Oliver Corbett from Adair in Limerick. And he feeds it down into the corner, and this fella has got in behind. That is Dara Farrell from Edenderry and Offaly. He's going along the end line and going through 3 or 4 tackles, but can't get through all of them. There's a forest of black shirts, and eventually it's popped over the bar by the full forward Ted Maloney from Kerry. Double, considering they nearly conceded a goal there. This is good forward play, and it's Daniel McKibben. That's a brilliant ball into Gareth McKibben. No relation, different clubs. Oh, what a finish as well by Gareth McKibben from Castlewellan and County Down, and there is a connection there. Daniel McKibben, different spelling, different club. He's from Bryansford, not far away. 12 is Christian Hughes from Latin and County Monaghan, and that's another excellent score for the team from Liverpool. At the start, they'd one other effort, but they've been restricted to long range efforts since then. As you can see, they're being kept outside the scoring zone. Colin Egan from Ferban in Offaly gives it into Brendan Falvey from Dr. Crooks and Kerry, and that's a nice ball in. They're trying to get in behind here, and that's beautifully worked, and there's a goal chance and a goal taken. What a finish by Ted Maloney and the Kerry man at the end of that, and that has re-established their control in this game. Nice ball into Gareth McKibben. He's been a danger man so far in attack. He looks very lively, and he leaves it off to his midfielder Dara Flanagan from Belcoo. Pops a nice ball in, and there is McKibben. I told you he was dangerous. He's in behind. He's got 1 goal. He's got 2 goals. What a finish. I did warn you. Oh, that's a Castlewellan gold finish, and it brings his team right back into it before half-time. 2-6 to 2-5, just a point in it. And these boys from Liverpool, well, they're all Ulster boys. They are putting on quite a show here in Waterford. Gleeson feeds it out to Egan. They switch the play to try and draw a few of the defenders, and then this fella likes to go through, and he is the playmaker Daly, and that's a nice ball in, and who's up there but O'Donnell again, and he's even through for a goal here, and he might finish it, puts it low into the net, and the Carlow man scores a goal right at the end of a very entertaining half and makes it 3-6 to 2-5, and that was well worked. He got a point earlier, and now an excellent goal. 3-8 plays 2-7 in the second half, and Liverpool John Moores needs something a bit special, you feel, and that was a bit special. That was a great catch, but Mary I seem to have dealt with it, or have they? There's a chance here, and it's the number 15 who's through. Oh, he's hit the post. So unlucky. Brilliant effort from Oisin McGee. He came on at half-time, but is the referee going to give a penalty? He seems to be walking with intent towards that area and indicating a foul. 3-8 plays 2-7, and indeed it's a penalty for Liverpool. And it's Oisin McGee from John Mitchell's who is going to take it. Denied from play, but from the penalty he's denied again. It comes off the goalkeeper and is saved by the goalkeeper. Dara O'Sullivan from Oran in Roscommon with what could be a crucial turning point in this game. And at the other end, it's Mary I looking to punish them by getting a score, and they are on the break as Liverpool try to get back, but this man has scored 1-2 already. The number 7 O'Donnell leaves it off this time to Cian Daly. Chance from a bad angle there for Falvey, doesn't fancy it. Brilliant block down. This game is getting really interesting. It's been very entertaining. Chance here of a goal. Oh, he's put it in the top of the net. What a screamer, and that really has punished them. because there should have been a goal at the other end from the penalty, and that is a huge turnaround. But what a finish. You've got to admire that from the man. You've got to admire that from the man from Dr. Crooks in Kerry. Kerry Gold, 4-8 to 2-7.
Someone getting goal.
Sean Leinn.
Getting goal.
Mary I looking to finish the job, and they're through, and there should be a goal, and indeed he puts it in the top of the net. A few subs involved there. PJ Curtin involved there from Castle Island Desmonds in Kerry, and then the finish applied as well, and that puts 3 goals in it, and that should be that, a win for Mary I Thurles, so they go through to the final. I think it was a 21 who finished it. That's Aaron Ryan, Waterford man from up the road from the Nair. Well, that was an entertaining game. We're hoping for another entertaining game now, because the New Yorkers are here, although you're really from Kerry now, let's be honest.
Yeah, but look, I'm exiled in New York for 30 years, so I suppose at this stage I've lived longer there than I did in Kerry.
You've completely lost the accent.
I know,
there,
yeah.
Obviously, you know.
I got to work on it. When I come back, I pick it up a little bit, you know.
Just a little bit. Well, you're not too far from home now, and you've been here a couple of days, that's maybe it, and the players are out there. The Stars and Stripes are over the other side. Story about the banner arriving first.
The banner arrived this morning because it was ordered 3 weeks ago from a company in Texas. It got lost or something happened it anyway. So
Texas.
Yeah, that's where the banner
Sorry,
came
hold
from.
on a minute. I didn't know my geography, and you're in New York. You're getting a banner from Texas to get it to Waterford. Come on.
Yeah, but listen, we got it here, Jerome. Paddy Mulville's wife Carmel and his daughter Kate brought it over this morning. It landed in Dublin, and it just landed here literally 10 minutes ago. So we put it up over there because that's kind of like a give back to our sponsors. Without them, we can't make this trip happen.
Mention a few of them, because they are huge. You know, we can't underplay that.
Yeah, no, like we have Structure Tone, a huge company, a global, basically a worldwide construction company. I mean, even looking over there, there's Square Mile Enterprises, a Tyrone man, came in and gave us a check. There's bars up in Rockland, there's bars in
That's
the Bronx.
all specifically for this trip.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we fundraise. The trip costs us a lot of money. We get about $5,000 from the senior board from Joan Hinchy. That's fantastic. We get $2,000 from the minor board, from Danny Brown, the chairman, Tyrone man. That's fantastic. You know, it costs a lot of money to put it together. So
why do those people want to back this trip? Why is it important?
Because we want to try and keep football alive, and this is a huge trip. You have 24 American-born athletes out there. They want to win. They want to compete in Ireland. I suppose there's a little chip on their shoulder that, you know, they're as good at playing football as Irish or English-born kids, so they want to prove. They have a little point to prove, and I suppose we flame that a little bit to make it possible. 10 of that squad there won fail in 2017.
We, as in the parents?
Well, the parents and the management and everybody involved in the GAA in New York, because we're 3,000 miles away, Jerome, you know. Listen, Joan Hinchy wanted to come down here to see the game, but she's above in Congress because they're going to be voting in a new president. That's what it is. She's helped to develop it. Simon Gillespie was a development officer there. Mickey Quigg was a development officer there. It's all about getting. This is the work of this is the fruits of their work, and us as parents and coaches. You know, we give up our time, but it's no different than somebody in Kerry or Tyrone or Waterford giving up their time. You know.
And what I like as well is that you've got 5 Shannon Gales at your club, 4 St Barnabas, and you've the Rangers, you've Celtics as well, which might sound a bit odd to people over here that you've Rangers and Celtic on the same team. But the point is that these lads have come over from America. They're getting their picture taken appropriately now over with the Stars and the Stripes and the sponsors, and they're loving it coming over here, and they all have parents and relations who have some sort of an Irish connection. But just to re-emphasise, they're all born in America. They've kept playing the game, and they're at an age now where I suppose you want to retain them.
Absolutely, Jerome, and that's what the aim is with any Gaelic sport. Is retention is very hard.
It is, but it's even more so for you out there, because they're all going to college, they're in college, and they could go anyway, but they keep them playing.
Yeah, but Jerome, listen, these boys came home from college on the weekends for the last 3 or 4 weeks. You know, some of them 120, 130, 140 miles. There's 5 of them down in Scranton. They carpooled, they came up, they trained, got a bite to eat, went back down the road. But it's all about trying to keep it going. I mean, we couldn't do this as a management without the parents. We've families that help. Geraldine Donaghy and Sean Donaghy, they go up and they pick up the food. Pádraig and Niamh, they bring it down to us, they set it up. The boys, you know, this is all about the boys. Some of them boys have, you know, have really put huge effort into this. The captains, they're all leaders, and it's.
Well, let's mention the captain, Shane Doheny, and Mikey Boyle, their joint captain. Now Mikey Boyle is St Barnabas, Shane Dohenny Rangers, and we've got to mention happy birthday to him as well.
Yeah.
22 today.
Shane,
what a way and what a place to celebrate.
Absolutely, and Shane last November decided, he's young, and he said he was going to go off, stay away from alcohol for 2 or 3 months. Every weekend he didn't go out, he stayed at home. They went up to a gym in McLean Avenue, Clark's, and they worked
Yonkers.
out himself and
Up in Yonkers.
Yeah. So they put in the effort, and it's all about them. It's all about them and keeping it going. And this win would be huge. We came last year, we won the Shield, which was a fantastic achievement. But you're always trying to do better in Gaelic football and keep things moving and Gaelic games, and that's what it's all about.
What I love as well is that 2 of the lads have fathers who are chairpersons of clubs as well. So you have Gerard Kennedy, number 8. His dad, Mike, from Tipperary, is the chair at St Barnabas. 11, Jack Healy from Rockland. His dad is the chair of that club. That's Mick, and he's a Westmeath man as well. So there's a continuity there.
Yeah, look, so we all do different jobs. I'm an ex-chairman of Shannon Gales. Paddy's heavily involved with Rangers. Listen, one day you're the chairman, next day you're putting up flags, next day you're trying to get water off a bad pitch. That's just what you do. But that's the same here. That's like, we can make excuses because we're 3,000 miles away. But at the end of the day, we're all Gaelic games. We're all about football. We're all about hurling. We're all about promoting the game, and there's no better way to promote the game than what you see out there.
Yeah, so the young Americans are here, and they're hopefully going to put on a show here, whether they win or lose, against a team that's mainly Fermanagh men. Let's just look at your New York team now, and you're welcome to fill me in on a few of these, but your goalkeeper, Ryan Corrigan, he's a dub.
He is. He likes to remind me of that. Dublin, a couple of years ago there, ended up winning 6 in a row, and I'm a Kerry man, so he's not afraid to break my chops about that.
And he's Shannon Gales. But when you say a dub, what club is he? Is it his dad is from?
No, his dad is from Dublin, yeah. His dad is from Dublin.
And Shane Dohenny, number 2. Number 3, Sean Corrigan, not to be confused with Corrigan. There is a Corrigan on your team as well. Yeah. He's Listowel. And then you have Peter Cronin at number 4 from Clare Connections. He's St Barnabas, and they call him the leader?
They call him the leader, yeah. We put that on him.
But he's not the captain.
He's not the captain, but they're all leaders, Jerome, you know what I mean? Some of them are obviously older than other lads. So they all stand up. They all speak, they all contribute in their own way. Some fellas are genuinely, shy and quiet, and other fellas step up, and when you ask them to do things, they lead, and they lead by example. And
the half-back line then, you have Mikey Boyle at number 5. The referee's calling the whistle at Seamus Mulvihill, so we'll better get a move on. 6, Kevin Rafferty, St Barnabas. 7 is Luke Corridan, and he is related obviously to Sean at number 3. Are they cousins?
First cousins, yeah.
First cousins. Midfield, you've Gerard Kennedy, and you've Fintan Corbett at number 9, another Shannon Gales man. He's at Manhattan College. Parents from Tip and Limerick, that's Joe and Mary. Shannon Price, number 10, you might know him.
I do.
11, Jack Healy from Rockland, I mentioned. Emmett Loughlin at 12, Big Tyrone Connections. 13, Shay McElliott, and he is Rangers. 14, Brian Coughlin from Rockland, and 15, Chris Mulvihill. His dad, Paddy, is the manager.
Yeah, that's the rundown of it.
All right, well, we're about to go here, and we'll let you go, but if you come back or bring someone back at half-time, we'll pick it up there, and everyone can watch the game on YouTube. We're about to start, so thanks a million. You can throw those headphones down.
Thank you, Jerome.
And we'll get on with the game. Seamus is about to throw the ball in. I see that's Seamus Mulvihill, and he's ready to go, and we are ready to go. It is Southwest College in the light blue, and New York in the mainly blue, and a little bit of red, and that's Gerard Kennedy going for it, doesn't get it, and it's Southwest College on the ball. I will give their team, I know it's all been New York so far, there is a novelty value there, and we will go through the Southwest College team to give them their place as well in a minute, but we get to the play here, and this is Kennedy, who I mentioned there, just getting the ball and caressing it into the middle, and number 12 is Emmett Loughlin, who I mentioned, big Tyrone connection, strong Tyrone connection. This is Jack Healy, and Healy goes through the middle, and that is Corbett, and this is a good move, but he just drops it at the vital moment there, Healy, and it might still end up in a goal, and he gets a shot in, and they've blocked that. He gets another one, and it's blocked down. Has a third go, third time lucky, and I think he's got it over the bar, and Aaron Clogher, the umpire there, signals, and it's first blood to New York. 1-0 for them in the first minute of this game. Good start, and it was Brian Coughlin, the full forward. We're not too surprised about that because he scored a great goal in Croke Park in the 2022 junior final, and he also won a senior championship with Sligo in 2022. And here he is again. This is Coughlin again, and he goes for goal and gets his goal. I told you he's good for goal. He scored in Croke Park, and now with the Americans he has scored here, and what a start for New York Collegiate GAA team. 1-1 in a minute and 20 seconds, and they capitalised there. They put the press on and they are in front. I hope you're watching out in New York and enjoying this. We'll take your comments on Facebook. We have a big crowd watching there, or not Facebook rather, it is of course on YouTube. So we'll take comments there in the live chat. I want to hear from you out in New York, and indeed if you're in Fermanagh as well, let me know. Lively start of this game. Referee not impressed with that challenge at all, and he's going to bring over Cal McInnesby, who's from Enniskillen Gales at number 14. Michael Loughran has already commented right at the start on the live chat there. There's a yellow card for McInnesby, so feel free to leave a comment there and tell us where you are, where you're watching the game from. Of course, it's 5 hours behind in New York, so it's 11 in the morning. I imagine there might be a few of you out there in the States watching from work, maybe on your phone or on some sort of a device, but let us know. So it's the Electric Ireland Corna McLean semi-final. First semi-final was on this pitch before it. We're going to play highlights again at half-time from that game. It was Liverpool, John Moores University in that game, put on a great show, mainly, well, all Ulster lads actually on their team, and they lost in that game, but put on a great show, scored a few good goals. Lost to Mary I Thurles. We'll see their goals, we'll see all the goals at half time. Number 11 is Oisin Murphy. Game slowing up a little bit here as McInnesby gets it, but this is the way it goes, slow, and then very fast, and look, he's gone through 2 or 3 players, slicing through the defence. They're trying to stop him, and they do stop him. That's good work at the back, but is he going to keep that in? I think it's gone out, so I'll have a moment here to give you the Southwest College team. I think Ethan McCaffrey is in goals from Lisnaskea Emmets. Number 2 is Rian McNally from Timor Shamrocks. 3, Gareth McGovern from Derry Connolly. 4, Cahill Colton from Dromore in County Tyrone. 5, Robbie McKenna is the captain from Coco O'Dwyer's. 6, Rian McGovern, another Derry Connolly Harpsman, he's the vice captain. 7 is Dylan Tierney from Lisnaskea. Goalkeeper's coming up to take this, I see. That is Ethan McCaffrey. Number 8, midfield for Southwest College is Thomas Michael from The Rock in Tyrone. Number 9 is Oisin Farry. Number 10 is Simon Garrity from Trillick in Tyrone. 11, Oisin Murphy from Timor Shamrocks again. 12, Sean Clear from Irvinstown. 13, Cian O'Brien from Devonish. 14, Porrick Rice from Timor Shamrocks, a third one from there, and 15, Cal McInnesby. As this kick comes in, it's got good height on it, and it looks good to me, and it's gone over the bar. That's why the keeper came up. First point of the game for Southwest College, and it's from the goalkeeper, Ethan McCaffrey, and they needed that after being rocked by that early goal. We'll wait to see whether that is the way the game's going to go. Maybe they just got rocked a little bit or caught out there with a short kick out, but certainly a terrific start for the visitors from across the Atlantic. He races past the Stars and Stripes down the left hand side. He's going to need to come in here, and he does, and he slips it into Senan Price. It's a good ball and good movement as well, and good covering. McInnesby is back there, 15. He's got his yellow card, but clearly he's playing in there as a sweeper or a third midfielder, whatever way you want to put it. They slip it to Murphy, one of 3 from Timor Shamrocks, home of former president of the GAA, Peter Quinn, back in the early 90s. And of course the next president of the GAA is going to be revealed today. And the current president is from New York, or well, Cork via New York, Larry McCarthy. So a very American theme for this live stream. 5 minutes in, and it's calmed down a little bit after that hectic start. Perfect start for New York, but they have taken it very, very seriously. Came here and played a challenge match on Wednesday night. They're not here to make up the numbers. They are here to win. But there's a nice point, first point from play for the game, and that was from Cian O'Brien from Devonish. It's got a little bit cool here, and the breeze is picked up, and I think it is supporting the light blues, so it would have helped that. And that's 2 points to 1-1. So 2 points in it, and much better from Southwest College. That's beautifully taken by Sean Corridon. Listowel connections. His cousin is Luke at number 7. This is Fintan Corbett, another of the Shannon Gales contingent. Jack Healy, he's Rocklands, huge clubs in New York. That's a nice ball inside from McElliott, and he's left it off, and there's a goal chance here, and he's put it in the corner. What a finish, what a goal. These boys really can play football. These young Americans are turning it on in style early on. 2 goals early on, and it's Gerard Kennedy from St Barnabas. His dad Mike is the chairman of the club with Tip Connections, and that is 2 goals within 6.5 minutes, and New York are going extremely well. Now I'm looking for your comments online on YouTube. We have a good crowd on there. You must be impressed by that start for New York. Let me know what you're thinking earlier on, because you couldn't have dreamed of being this far ahead early on. 2-1 to 2 points. I've seen New York teams come here and none have made as impressive a start as these lads. The management for New York will have Paddy Mulvihill in charge. His son Chris is the number 15. Paddy with North Kerry connections. I'll break off to follow the play here because Cathal Colton, the Tyrone man, has it, and that's a lovely ball, and it's very inviting, and he's taken that invitation but bravely blocked there by Luke Corridan, the number 7 from Shannon Gales, put his body on the line. And they're going to break now. That's beautifully taken. They've great handling skills, the Americans, and they are all American born. That's Jack Healy. He's got through a lot of work in this game around the middle of the field so far. The rest of their management team, as Sean Corridan breaks, well, Paddy Curtis is in there, and Marty Boyle and Mike Healy. 10 of the lads won Fela in 2017, so they've done a great job bringing these lads through. They haven't just started playing the game by any means. They would have played CYC, that's the big youth tournament out there, and then the Fela, and now they're here with their college collegiate team and playing nice football and well worth their lead and playing very confidently and lots of room. A good fitness as well. I think that's catching the opponents out here. They're very sharp all over the field, and McElliott gives it back out to Mulvihill. And they play very like teams from here, don't they? There's the sun out now. They're in the shadow part of the ground. I was going to say shadowy, but I definitely don't mean that. The area under a little bit of shadow. Now this is the number 4, Cronin. He's through. He's what they call the leader of the team, and he tried to get a score there, but he just put it to the left and wide. So 9 minutes gone. I mentioned the managers for New York. Southwest College management, Dermot Feely, and he's got Sean Doherty there. I remember him playing for Fermanagh, a very nice sort of centre half forward player. Nice strike. Owen Bradley, Declan Quinn, and on stats they have Barry Doherty and Shane Green. That's Southwest College. 12 Fermanagh men in the starting 15. This is better. This is Cian O'Brien from Devonish. They'd love to get a goal here to get back into this, but the door closed there, and good strong play, and that's a free out as well. Man down, but I think he'll be okay. Gives me a chance to mention a nice line there actually. Southwest College sponsored by the Pat Blake Group, and Pat Blake is from Leinn. People around there will know him, and further afield because coincidentally he is the man who bought the actual Trench Cup trophy in 1976, and we had the Trench Cup here the other night. It was him and Peter McGinnity while they were at St Mary's in Belfast back in the 70s. They thought there should be a secondary tier competition to the Sigerson, and it was Pat who bought the trophy. I think it was 70 or 80 sterling pounds in those days in 1976. And they were at Trench House at St Mary's, so that's why it was called the Trench Cup. So the Pat Blake connection there between that and today sponsoring the team still at college level. Fair play to him. Nice little link there. Blake from Leinn. Now what can they do in those nice light blue jerseys, Dublin colours? And the link there is that the first Trench Cup was lifted by Brian Mullins, Derry man, or Dublin man of course, while he was with the college from Limerick in the second year. It was Pat Spillane. A little bit of trivia for you. New York have only conceded the 2 points in 11 minutes, 1 from play. So they've been very steady and very solid and well worth their lead. But there is the man I told you who is sweeping back there, 15 McInnesby there to get the break. Thought he might have got a free there. It'd certainly be a free now. Sean Sullivan is on the live chat on YouTube, says he's watching from Boston. Good to have you with us, Sean. Goalkeeper has come out. He's got 50% of the scores so far for Southwest College after putting over the 45. This is Ryan McNally from Timor Shamrocks. Bit of room in front of him, but he has to nip inside there to get past his man, and he's not seeing much movement ahead, or maybe it's just good marking. But Oisin Murphy takes it on now, also from Timor Shamrocks. That's ambitious from there. He's giving it a heck of a kick, but it's not accurate. It's gone to the right, and you can tell that New York have made a super start here, and that Southwest College look a little bit rattled. They certainly haven't got into their groove, and they must be wondering what's hit them early on in this game in the first quarter, because 12 minutes gone, it's 2-1 to 2 points in the Electric Ireland Corn and McLean semi-finals. The winner to play Mary I Thurles tomorrow morning at 11:30. The other two teams, the two losers, will play in a Shield final tomorrow. Good kick out. Sun has come out, as you see the stars and stripes shining in the sun over on the far side with that banner. This is Senan Price. He's got support there. He uses it. He gives it to Emmett Loughran, and he gives it to Jack Healy. And Healy's been busy. He's been lively as he get it back to Loughran. Clever holding of possession. They work it to the shooter, but what about that for a block by Oisin Farry? Threw himself at that. This is Healy again. Mulvihill. If they can work it across the field here, they've got men over, because Southwest College have dropped pretty deep. Instead, they go down to the left corner and they go down to Brian Coughlin, who's made a great run out there, but he's surrounded by light blue jerseys in the Dublin colours. They've come back now to Healy again. He's at the centre of a lot of this. That could have been intercepted, but instead the kick gets away and gets over the bar. And New York showed great patience there, and a great finish by Senan Price from Shannon Gales, and they go 2-2 to 2 points, and they are well worth it. We have another comment on YouTube live chat, watching from Rockland. I don't know quite what your name is, but you're from there, which is great. And there's Mickey Quigg on as well. He's got a mention in the programme already, and he says, let's go New York. Derryman, who has helped out there for years as a coach, and well, that's underplaying it, isn't it, Mickey? Refereeing, doing anything that was needed, but had a great rapport with everyone out there and a great reputation, and has had a hand in this team coming through and on a lot of the good work in New York. And that's a lovely score, beautifully finished there, and it's that man Shay McElliott again. Brother Brian is in the subs. Mom is from Kerry, and he's with Rangers in New York. 2-3 to 2, 7-point lead for New York after nearly the first quarter. This is Robbie McKenna, the captain of Southwest College, trying to get his team going. Gives it to Dylan Tierney. They've done a lot of this running through the middle, but they haven't made much impression in the final third of the pitch. Thomas Mackle from the Rock in Tyrone, trying to do something about that, going forward from midfield. That's strong running, but he's gone down and he's taken an awkward knock there. I think it was a case of him slipping and then colliding with the legs of the opponent, and that looked like a painful one. Joan Henchy is on. Hiya Joan, you got a mention as well, and she's on now, and she's saying go on New York, what a start. Indeed, what a start. Hope you're enjoying things up there at Congress. Hope everyone's watching at Congress. They've got their phone under the table. I wonder, will Larry, well, he wouldn't mind, would he? You ever watching under the table? He'd be delighted with this start for New York, as Joan is, as we go into the second quarter. 2-3 to 2 points, and this team, they look very organised and very capable and very athletic as well, and very fit. And as Sean was telling us before the game, they have trained really hard for this game, and you can see that. Now that's the number 3. He's out around the middle of the field. That's Sean Corridon, but he's lost it, so there's a chance here for Southwest College. This is Oisin Murphy, and he goes for a score, and that's a little bit ambitious again. He hasn't judged that quite right, and it drops into the goalkeeper's arms. That's Ryan Corrigan. I mentioned that Southwest College are in Dublin colours. Well, the goalkeeper is a dub, or at least his dad is a dub. He's always saying he's a dub as well. Cathal Colton from Dromore. A few Dromore and Trillick lads here on the border with Tyrone and Fermanagh. Right, that's a nice effort from distance. Is it going to carry? It hasn't. That's 3 times at least they have put it into the goalkeeper's arms, and that must be very frustrating for the management of Dermot Feely, Sean Doherty, Owen Bradley and Declan Quinn to see that happening. Need to work it in. This is Emmett Loughran, number 12. Puts it in, and they really do knit together well. They've done that a lot of times in this game. I thought he was going to go left, but he went right, but that's going to stay in play. Goalkeeper comes all the way out and he loses it. Someone's going to need to guard the house. No, they're okay. Goalkeeper likes coming out. Got 1 of their 2 points already from the 45. And that's over carrying, so it's going to be a free to New York. Shane Dervin says best of luck to Cathal Gallen and co. And there's a Donald Trump mention already, would you believe? Trillick Drone Productions says Donald will be happy so far if he's watching. Well, of course he's watching. He's running for presidency again, isn't he? Not of the GAA, thank goodness. Number 8 is Thomas Mackle again from the Rock. Gets through a few tackles. There's certainly a physicality out there because these New York boys are well built. It's a nice ball in to Simon Garrity from Trillick. He's trying to burst through as well. Doesn't manage it, but he does get us free. And the referee having a word with Fintan Corbett about something that happened up the field there. 18 minutes gone. 2-3 to 2. Electric Ireland Corner McLean semi-final at SETU in Waterford. If you're watching on YouTube, and many of you are, we're over the 500 mark. Feel free to leave a message or comment in the live chat. We have a Tommy McElligott, which is slightly different, is it? These lads, I'm told, are McElligott, not McElligott, although it was pronounced McElligott, but it reads as that. But anyway, 13, Shane McElligott is out there, playing very well from the Rangers club. Subs, by the way, for New York. Well, his brother's in there. That's Brian. He's number 24. Aidan Connolly is there as well. He's number 20. Go through them again for you in a second, but let's go to the play because number 6, Kevin Rafferty, has it. Tyrone and Mayo parents. A student teacher with the St Barnabas club. There's 4 from that club in the starting 15 today. This is Loughran. Decent effort, but goalkeeper just about. Oh, he might have lost it. He has lost it, and the green flag goes up and the referee blows. He's going to have a word in there. I'm not quite sure what for. So there's a little bit of doubt about this one. Goalkeeper certainly got hurt. We're going to see it again here. Looked like it was going over, then I saw it dropped. Goalkeeper seemed to have dealt with it, loses it. He's got it back and he tries to pass it. Not sure if he got the pass away right there, and the forward, which I think was Brian Coughlin, just put it in the net. I'm not sure I saw anything wrong with that. And indeed the flag does go up. It is a goal. Another goal for New York. 3-3 to 3. He was going for his point, but they'll take the goal. 10 points. 9 points. 9-point lead for New York Collegiate. 3-3 to 3. Goalkeeper coming out again. And again, it was a little bit too close for comfort, but he gets away with it. Gives it to Cathal Colton. Now, what can they do? This is number 8. This is Mackle. Colton again involved. They're both Tyrone men, but mainly Fermanagh men out there, and they've done this a lot, going for their scores from distance, and they've missed a lot from distance, either putting it wide or putting it into the goalkeeper's arms. So, frustrating first 21 minutes of this game for Southwest College. They are a long way back. They could get it back. Plenty of time, But at the minute, it doesn't really look like it, to be honest. Kieran Mitchell on YouTube live chat says he's in Dutchess County, New York. Stay strong, lads. And Donna Buckley as well. Good luck to New York from St Brendan's GAA, Orange County, New York. And Shane Sweeney says, I suspected this would happen, can't beat watching some GAA while pretending to do some college work. Noah wants to know, what is this competition? Well, it's the Electric Ireland Corner McLean, and New York are flying, looking for a fourth goal here with their midfielder Kennedy. He's forced to go back out. So it's universities football. It's higher education, we call it here. And all week here we've had terrific games in hurling and football. The top level is the Sigerson Cup, the next level is Trench Cup, and this is the Corner McLean. It's Southwest College, who are from Fermanagh. I think they're based in Enniskillen. Now we break here, gives me a chance to mention those subs I promised you. So for New York, Aidan Connolly is number 20. He's the guy who cycled all the way across America in 2021. Yes, 62 days, 3,500 miles. Imagine Forrest Gump on a bicycle. Joey Grace is 22, Tip Connections and from Rangers. James Donovan is St Barnabas and Longford. James Jamshai is Shannon Gales, he's 23. 17 is Nolan Kelly from St Barnabas. Colm Shalvey is from Rocklands and he is 18. Daniel Sheehan is wearing 19, he's from Celtics. And Pat Burke from Rockland is wearing 16. And when I get a minute, I'll go through the Southwest subs for you as well. So 23 minutes gone. 3 to 3 points. They couldn't have dreamed of a better start to the game. Alex Ledgerwood has just commented on the YouTube live chat as well and says, a fantastic New York GAA team. Well, that's right. And Noah clarifies, is this an Irish college versus all of the New York footballers of college age? Basically, yes. David Barry says, great goal. A little bit of sarcasm there, I think, but they all count. And it means that it's 3-3. And there's a nice point at the other end, and Southwest College get a little bit of support from their supporters, and they need that, and they enjoyed that, and it was a good score, and it's just stemming the tide a little bit, you feel. Just as we wait for this kick out, the subs for Southwest College, 14, no, I'm giving you him, he's not a sub obviously. 16 is Porrig Tunney. Haven't got time to give you the rest now, I'll try again in a minute, but the play is on again at Southwest, looking to capitalise on that last point, have the ball up there and get another score. Well, they've got a free. New York not happy about it, calling for over carrying, and the referee punishes them for a bit of back chat there for questioning the decision, has brought it in a little bit. So 16 for Southwest College is Paddy Tunney from Trillick, 17 Kieran McGovern from Derry Gonnelly Harps, 18 Aaron Cassidy from Tempo, 19 Marcus Kelly from Trillick, 20 Aaron Lee from Timor Shamrocks, 21 Sean McManus from Co O'Dwyer's, 22 Mark Lynham from Derry Lynn, 23 Ryan Campbell, Trillick, 24 Tiernan McKenna from Kinolly, 25 Matthew McMahon from Rosslea. He was close to starting actually, there was a bit of a doubt about Cian O'Brien. 26 Rory Keane from Irvinstown, 27 Philip McGarrity from Tempo, and 28 Enda McCaughey from Trillick. That one goes over the bar safely enough, and Southwest College move on to 5 points. I suppose you could look at it and say it's 6 scores to 5 scores, but 3 of those goal scores have been goals, so after 25 minutes they have a very healthy lead. I wonder, is word spreading in New York about this great start, and we might get a few New York viewers. Isn't there a famous line in a song about spreading the news in New York? 25 and a half minutes gone. 3-3 plays 5 points. That's 12 to 7. 12 to 5 rather. A 7-point lead for the men in blue and red. Full value for it as well. This is Mikey Boyle, one of the captains of the team. His brother Jamie was the New York captain in 2022. The other captain is Shane Doheney, number 2 for New York, and it's his birthday today. 22 today. What a way to celebrate your birthday. Looks like he could be, not trying to tempt fate too much, but with a big lead he could be celebrating his birthday by winning with New York in Ireland. Now that one's gone astray a little bit, and Dylan Tierney, number 7, has it for Southwest College, and they're going to look to transition here as quickly as they can, but look at the pressure being applied by the boys in blue and red following him there. He's having to go along the line where the stars and stripes are on the fence, and he gets it again, Tierney. Lots of jerseys back there defending and making sure he doesn't get near the goal area to get a goal. They go for a point and they put it wide again, and they've just done that far too often in the first half. 27 minutes gone exactly. 3-3 plays 5 points. Comment from Sharon Redican on the live chat says, that's it, Mikey Boyle, keep the head. And Mom says, cheering Nolan, 17, that's the sub. That's Nolan Kelly from St Barnabas, he's wearing 17. She says, supporting from across the pond. And Joseph Wagner makes a comment about the Rockland boys being hard to handle. Well, it's all the New York boys at the minute. They've come together as one team and they're playing extremely well here. But there's another point for Southwest College that has been well taken. So a little bit of a comeback as we watch this score again from distance. Number 11, Oisin Murphy from Timor Shamrocks, and you saw a diving effort at a block there, but not enough. So good defending and keeping them around the scoring zone or just outside the scoring zone, but Southwest College maybe just finding their range a little bit. It's now 6 scores against 6 scores, 3-3 to 6. 6-point lead for New York. 28 minutes gone as we approach half time. Southwest College have got momentum now. He fancies it. He's got the head up, Murphy. He looked at the posts. They're just trying to engineer a little bit of space around that area of the field, and this is nice and close. Over on the right though, and the kick comes in, goalkeeper comes out, and they've dropped too many short for the goalkeeper. I think they have a sub on actually, because that looked like a number 20 something who kicked that for Southwest College, but not a great effort to be honest, because New York were able to defend it quite easily and break as well. Angle wasn't great for him, to be fair. Jack Healy here. In fact, I think I gave the last goal to Brian Coughlin, but I'm looking now and seeing that it was Jack Healy, I think, who got the goal, the one that the goalkeeper tried to pass and he intercepted. So I think it was Healy. Are they going to get another one now? Oh, brilliant catch, and he's surely going to score, and he does score, but he lashes it over the bar when it looked easier to score. Doesn't matter. They'll take a point. It's 3-4 now to 6. Watch it again here, and they must be breaking Southwest College's hearts, because any time they go up they seem to get a goal or a goal chance, and if you'd have kept that low you thought it would have been in the net, but that threat is there all of the time. Number 2 is Ryan McNally, trying his best to get forward. And Sharon Redigan makes the point. She's just corrected me as well and says yes, it was Coughlin for the goal. I thought it was Healy, but no, it must have been right the first time, so I didn't need to correct myself. Now there could have been a goal there at the other end. He's put it over the bar rather than under, so it's an effort at either end that could have ended up in the net, but they both get a point, so that makes it 3-4 to 7. Watch it again. It comes in from McNally, just tapped over the bar, but could easily have been a goal. So this game's still very much in the melting pot. Threats at either end. Thanks for that, Sharon. It was Coughlin for the goal. I was right the first time then. Southwest working very hard to try and get into this game, but it's the goals that have just made a huge difference. One in the first 90 seconds and one about 5 minutes later. Could have been another one 2 minutes ago. This is Simon Garrity, and he's carrying a threat, and he goes low and it's deflected and ends up in the net, and that is a lifeline for Southwest College. The Trillick man Garrity, you knew he was going for goal. He really went for it. You could see that they needed a little bit of a lift before half time, in added time, and that was clearly what was on his mind. Got a deflection, But they are back in this game. 3-4 to 1-7 makes it a lot more interesting. And New York might rue that miss at the other end when they really should have had a fourth goal. But just tease it up nicely for the second half. I don't think we'll have too much more at the end of this half, but it's 3-4 now to 1-7. At half time we will be playing in highlights from the first game, so that's coming up in just a minute or two. That's Liverpool John Moores against Mary Thurles. We'll be going straight to that at half time, more or less as soon as the whistle goes, so you want to watch that. Some great goals in that. There was a Castlewellan man put a couple of crackers in for the losing team. And that's Healy again, and the referee says there was a tug on his arm, so it's going to be a free in. We have a comment on the live chat from Obama. Not that Obama, surely, is it? Loving this great sport, go the blue and reds. That's 2 presidents who've got mentioned. Well, 3 if you include Larry. Brad Pitt is watching as well. Of course he is. And of course he's watching from LA. Sorry he couldn't make it today, he says. David Barry says let's go goals, and Michael O'Brien makes a nice comment that I'm going to mention just on the whistle here, and I think we're close to the halftime whistle as number 13 Shea McElliott swings that over the bar just to settle things a little bit for New York. 3-5-1-7 4-point lead at halftime, and it is halftime as the referee Seamus Mulvihill calls for the ball. Very entertaining first half, very interesting, all New York for a lot of it, but Southwest College right back in the game with that goal. And there's another mention for another president, Jones a president too, of course, thanks for that. And Shane Dervin says that full forward well able to score. Michael O'Brien, that comment I mentioned, New York would remind you of a prime Mayo minor team with Shane Dervin at full forward, thanks for that. And Hayden says send the high ball in. Well, it's worked a few times for New York. So thanks for those comments on the live chat. Very entertaining first half. We're now going to go to the highlights from the first game, the first semi-final. So the winners of this will play Mary Thurles because they beat Liverpool John Moores in the first semi-final played here before this game. And here are the best bits from their game. Mary coming forward again, looking for their second point. Surely a foul. Keeps going. It's Patrick O'Donnell from Carlow. Comes inside. It could actually be a goal here, and he lashes it to the net early on. And that's 1-1 in the first couple of minutes for Mary Thurles. They come inside to Daniel McKibben from Bryansford. We'll spread him on the counties. 4 from Armagh, 4 from Fermanagh. And that effort is over the bar, and that's a terrific score. Big midfielder, but this is the other cornerback, Oliver Corbett from Adair in Limerick. He feeds it down into the corner, and this fella has got in behind. That is Dara Farrell from Edenderry and Offaly. He's going along the end line and going through 3 or 4 tackles, but can't get through all of them. There's a forest of black shirts, and eventually it's popped over the bar by the full forward Ted Maloney from Kerry. Double, considering they nearly conceded a goal there. This is good forward play, and it's Daniel McKibben. That's a brilliant ball into Gareth McKibben. No relation, different clubs. Oh, what a finish as well by Gareth McKibben from Castlewellan and County Down, and there is a connection there. Daniel McKibben, different spelling, different club. He's from Bryansford, not far away. 12 is Christian Hughes from Latin and County Monaghan, and that's another excellent score for the team from Liverpool. At the start, they'd one other effort, but they've been restricted to long-range efforts since then. As you can see, they're being kept outside the scoring zone. Colin Egan from Ferban in Offaly gives it into Brendan Falvey from Dr. Crooks and Kerry, and that's a nice ball in. They're trying to get in behind here, and that's beautifully worked, and there's a goal chance and a goal taken. What a finish by Ted Maloney and the Kerry man at the end of that, and that has re-established their control in this game. Nice ball into Gareth McKibben. He's been a danger man so far in attack. He looks very lively, and he leaves it off to his midfielder Dara Flanagan from Belcoo. Pops a nice ball in, and there is McKibben. I told you he was dangerous. He's in behind. He's got 1 goal. He's got 2 goals. What a finish. I did warn you. Oh, that's a Castlewellan gold finish, and it brings his team right back into it before half-time. 2-6 to 2-5, just a point in it. And these boys from Liverpool, well, they're all Ulster boys. They are putting on quite a show here in Waterford. Gleeson feeds it out to Egan. They switch the play to try and draw a few of the defenders, and then this fella likes to go through, and he is the playmaker daily, and that's a nice ball in. And who's up there but O'Donnell again, and he's even through for a goal here, and he might finish it, puts it low into the net, and the Carlow man scores a goal right at the end of a very entertaining half and makes it 3-6 to 2-5, and that was well worth. He got a point earlier, and now an excellent goal. 3-8 plays 2-7 in the second half, and Liverpool John Moores needs something a bit special, you feel, and that was a bit special. That was a great catch, but Mary I seem to have dealt with it, or have they? There's a chance here, and it's the number 15 who's through. Oh, he's hit the post. So unlucky. Brilliant effort from Oisin McGee. Come on at half time, but is the referee going to give a penalty? He seems to be walking with intent towards that area and indicating a foul. 3-8 plays 2-7, and indeed it's a penalty for Liverpool. And it's Oisin McGee from John Mitchell's who is going to take it. Denied from play, but from the penalty he's denied again. It comes off the goalkeeper and is saved by the goalkeeper. Dara O'Sullivan from Oran in Roscommon with what could be a crucial turning point in this game. And at the other end, it's Mary I looking to punish them by getting a score, and they are on the break as Liverpool try to get back, but this man has scored 1-2 already. The number 7 O'Donnell leaves it off this time to Cian Daly. Chance from a bad angle there for Falvey, doesn't fancy it. Brilliant block down. This game is getting really interesting. It's been very entertaining. Chance here of a goal. Oh, he's put it in the top of the net. What a screamer, and that really has punished them, because there should have been a goal at the other end from the penalty, and that is a huge turnaround. But what a finish. You've got to admire that from the man. You've got to admire that from the man from Dr. Crokes in Kerry. Kerry gold, 4-8 to 2-7.
Someone getting goal!
Sean Leinn.
Getting goal!
Mary I looking to finish the job, and they're through, and there should be a goal, and indeed he puts it in the top of the net. Few subs involved there. PJ Curtin involved there from Castle Island Desmonds in Kerry, and then the finish applied as well, and that puts 3 goals in it, and that should be that, a win for Mary I Thurles, so they go through to the final. I think it was the 21 who finished it. That's Aaron Ryan, Waterford man from up the road from the Nair. Off we go with the start of the second half. It's got a bit cool here in Waterford, but it is February. That's a free right away awarded by Seamus Mulvihill for Southwest College, and they'll want to make a good start to this half. Finished the first half well to get back into this game. 4 points down. They got a goal right at the end there. They were well adrift. I think it was 9 at one point, but this game still up for grabs. Just doing a little tweet or two here now to get more interest and to spread the news that New York are going well. But there's another effort at goal. He got one at the end of the first half, Garrity, with his right foot, and went for one with the left, and it was saved. But that threat is there, that goal threat from him and his team, and clearly they've had a good talking to at half time, and they are very, very much in this game. 3-5 plays 1-7. That would have brought it back to 1. And New York being really tested now. It looked like an easy game for them in the first 15 minutes or so, but New York have come right back at them with a message coming in from Emmett Woods. I think they get a mention at the start as well as one of the generous sponsors to make this trip possible. And Emmett on Twitter says, great coverage watching live from Mahoney's Irish Pub and Restaurant in New York. Let's go New York. And it's from, I'm going to make a mess of this, Poughkeepsie? Poughkeepsie? Sorry if I've got that wrong. That goes over to make it a 3-point game, and it's the goalkeeper again, Ethan McCaffrey. He got the first score of the game, and he's nailed another one from a 45. It has got interesting here. Well, it was always interesting, but now it's got more interesting. 3 in it early in the second half, but a great catch there in the middle of the field, and that's New York's midfielder Fintan Corbett. Doesn't stick in the forwards, but it was a great leap and a great catch, and great to see a high field like that, a great skill in the game from the lad from New York. Southwest now with Oisin Murphy, and if there is a breeze here, it's probably against Southwest College in the second half. Nothing much to talk of at the minute, I don't think, really, though. It's Murphy again. New York just dropping into a defensive system there around the 45, trying to protect that area, but there's a nice ball inside, and it's well taken by Sean Clear from St. Malaise in Irvinstown, but he doesn't get Clear because there's tenacious tackling there from New York. Now there's an effort coming in, and that's just going to the right and wide, but he didn't hesitate to have a go there, Thomas Mackle from the Rock. But his team have been guilty of doing that a lot in the game so far and not hitting the target, but they are at least showing that the threat is there from their team. The prize here, of course, is a place in the final tomorrow against Mary I from Thurles. They beat Liverpool. Strong work by the birthday boy, number 2, Shane Doheny from Rangers, 22 today, wearing number 2, one of the captains of the team, and Garrity getting involved there, not happy. But it is a free for New York, and that is kicked and collected quite nicely as well. And this is Corbett, I think, the midfielder, and he got it from Mikey Boyle. New York responding here well. This is good from them. This is Cronin, and they've got in behind, and it's Emmett Loughran now, and will he fist it over the bar, and it just bounces on the bar and goes over. They needed that, and they've got it, and it was really well worked. You have to admire the way they went up the field there, and that will give them heart, because Southwest have been coming right back at them. Establishes the 4-point lead again, 3-6-2-1-8. That's 15-11. I am keeping an eye on the live chat on our YouTube. Fiona Murphy is watching in Bronxville, New York, all the way in New York, she says. So lots of support here actually at the ground and online for New York. I've been asked to give a mention, and I don't mind doing it all, for the Mean Fiddler, Jack Healy's favourite spot, really. Goalkeeper, nice jersey with a green and a little bit of red there. That's Ryan Corrigan. It's a little bit overcast here, threatening rain, but hopefully we won't get rain. New York building calmly. Nice composed, tidy football as well, and then they go for the long diagonal ball into the forwards, and they're looking for McElliott, who's played so well, and he's got his free as well. lots of blue jerseys around him, but he did well to get possession, and he's got a free. And this might be a card for one of the Southwest players, and it's an opportunity for New York to get another point, which I think they would really welcome at this point as well. But it all came from nice composed football and a high challenge, I think the referee is saying, and I would imagine this will be a yellow. And it is for the number 5, the captain of Southwest College, Robbie McKenna. Is that another yellow? Looks like he's given a yellow to, is it number 10? Is it Shannon Price for New York? Not quite sure, but it looked like it. So feel free to leave a comment there in the live chat on the YouTube page. Hope you're enjoying the coverage, which has been provided thanks to the Higher Education Committee who are organising all of the games here today. And obviously it's a pretty special case to have New York here and lots of people out there stateside wanting to watch the game. So let us know where you're watching the game from. Might necessarily be New York. I'm sure there's plenty of support from right across the states and further afield for this team and for their performance today, because they're playing extremely well. Now that's dropped short and been punched away, and it's a chance for Southwest College to break, but the referee has seen an infringement there that holds them up a little bit. New York will be happy defensively, I think, the way they've played. Yes, they conceded a goal right at the end, but it was a really good goal and it was deflected. But other than that, they've been playing extremely well, and they got those crucial goals in the first half, but they need to press on a little bit more, get a few more scores. Haven't put enough over the bar in this game. This is Ryan McGovern from Derry Gonnelly Harps. This is Garrity. He's the danger man clearly after that goal, and maybe are close to another goal, and that's another danger man. That's Cian O'Brien from Devonish. A doubt before the game, but no doubt there. That was a really nice point. He swung that over with the minimum of fuss. 3-6 plays 1-9, gets it back to a 3-point game. So nicely balanced, and you just get the feeling that things are going to get really interesting. There's a substitution now for New York, and number 10 Shannon Price is being replaced. I think he got a card a minute ago, and 23 has come on, and the referee is having a word with him and Dylan Tierney, or maybe it was Tierney, for giving him a welcome to the game, shall we say, and the referee making it clear he's not going to stand for that. 23 who's come on then is Julian Jamshahi from Shannon Gales. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. So the first change in the game, and I see New York warming somebody else up over on that far side, and you would need to warm up now because we had sunshine earlier on, but it's very cool here now at SETU in Waterford. Some of you might be wondering where that is. If you haven't been here for a while, it used to be WIT, Waterford IT, but it's Carriganore, basically in the road out of Waterford if you're going to Cork. Fantastic facilities here, and they've been hosting games here all week. Last night, terrific game on the main pitch in the Fitzgibbon. This is Thomas Michael. And this would get us back to a 2-point game. And considering they were 9 down, Southwest College will be delighted with this. They've shown great spirit to stick at it, and they are well within touching distance and a long time to go in this game. 20 minutes to go, and they've got it back to 2. Another change being made, and it's Southwest College making the change this time, and it's number 7 going off, who got a bit of a talking to a minute ago, and the sub for New York came on to him, but he's gone now. That's Dylan Tierney, and the substitute is not going to take his position. They've shaken things up a little bit, and I think it's 15 has gone over there. That's Mike Gillespie, and the sub has gone in for Southwest College around the centre half back area, and he is the number 24 for the men in sky blue, and that is Tiernan McKenna from Kinolly Brian Barrows in Fermanagh. New York on the attack. Jack Healy It's been a quiet start to the second half, really, for both teams, but there's a chance here, and again, that goal threat is there, and he puts it over the bar, not under, but he is so good at winning ball in there. It's Brian Coughlin, and that threat keeps Southwest College on their toes. Let's watch it again. It was Healy, give it into him. Look at the strength, and look at the finish. 41 minutes gone, and they get back to a 3-point game. McCaffrey. That's a great kick out, and it's beautifully taken though for New York, and it's Fintan Corbett. He's done that a few times in this game. Leaps up there and catches it. This fella is quite an athlete as well. And McElliott loves to get into a little bit of space and put over a nice point, but this time that I don't think that's going to reach, so it's dangerous. Keeper does brilliantly. McCaffrey. I thought one of the big New York lads was going to get a hand in that, but instead it was Ethan McCaffrey. You can sense from the two dugouts over there on the far side a little bit of anxiety, because this game could go either way. It's at a vital point in the game, 42 minutes in. Hope you're enjoying the game on YouTube. I'm checking all the time for your comments there, and in about 5 or 6 minutes I'll be asking for your contenders for player of the match as well. It's got really dull here in Carriganore, but a chance here of a goal. Well defended though. Lots of big New York fellas at the back there, and they all reached for it. One of their hands got to it just in time to prevent a goal, and that would have brought us level. And considering there was a 9-point gap between the teams in the first half, that would sound ominous for New York, but really they're quite comfortable. Not completely, but quite comfortable. Still playing their game, as you see here, but they've just given it away. That pass has gone astray, and it's gone to Oisin Murphy. And Southwest are carrying a threat, and they'll try and wear them down. They only had the 1 goal as opposed to 3 at the other end, but they've had a few threats, and this fella here is coming into the game from the Rock in Tyrone. He wants to get on that left foot. Oh, that's a beautiful score, and that's their best point of the game so far. You knew he was going to come in that left. He's shown the threat from that, from freeze and from play, and that's a lovely score by the Tyrone man. And he's got it back now to 2 points again. 16 plays 14, and I can see the New York management on the far side having a little bit of a conference. They need to do something here, because you feel the game is going towards Southwest. They're 2 points down and they need to win a few balls, and this fella, the sub, has come on and he has won it, and that's exactly what they need. But they need to hold possession now, and he's lost it. It's been turned over. They're not happy about it. Under the Stars and Stripes on the far side there, a little bit of wrestling going on there now, a little bit of silly stuff, but the referee won't tolerate that. What's he going to do? Is he going to hop that, or maybe it's going to be a free for Southwest? I think he's saying, lads, come on. It's been good so far. Let's play the game. On the live chat, Conor Gallagher says, come on, SWC, Southwest College. Lovely bit of humour coming in again from Trillick. I like this. Going by this showing, it won't be long until the Irish clubs are bringing young Americans into Ireland for the summer to play championship. I like it. I see where you're going with that. Connor Rafferty says best of luck to New York, especially Kevin Rafferty. 3 brothers watching on from New York. Really? And Porrig and Louis cheering on Southwest College all the way from Brooklyn. I'm trying to work that out in my head. Anyway, back to the game. Mike Espy involved, as he always is, around that area of the pitch. The number 15 for Southwest. Both teams just cancelling each other out a little bit at the minute. And it's a matter now of whether New York can hold on to this lead, or will Southwest College come back and nick it at the end. They've been threatening. They've just been slightly the better team, but enough to get scores on the board. Now this discipline has to remain in place, and it does. It's a free out. Disciplined defending from New York, And this is where they need to keep cool. It's a big ask for them coming over here to play an Irish team, but I know 10 of them have won and failed, but at this level, oh, lovely play, lovely turn there in defence under pressure, and that's the sort of thing you need to do and not do anything too silly. It was the number 6 Kevin Rafferty, who I mentioned a minute ago, who did really well there under pressure. They're directing the traffic and they're moving the ball nicely and keeping their lead as we now go into the last quarter. But this is where it counts. They made a great start to the game. They got a lead. They've still got that lead. They've led from the first 30 seconds of the game. This fella has been terrific. Jack Healy puts a dangerous ball in there as well if they can win this one, but he's ended up coming all the way out. That's Chris Mulvihill. They work it to Mikey Boyle, one of the captains. He gives it to Corbett, and Corbett goes for a score, but that's going to go to the right. Man down on the far side for New York. Just making his way to his feet now, though. And are we getting another substitution? We are, for New York. Another change for them. 23 is running over that way, but he's not going off when he came on. And it's number 2 going off. It's Doheny going off rather. And the sub, can't quite see who's come on for them actually, but I will pick it up in a minute. Follow the play as the ball is dropping down in front of me, and Southwest College have it. That's good work from Mackle. He's been terrific for them today. He's carrying a big threat. 3-7 plays 111. Sub on, I think, is 18 for New York. Here comes the effort. Is that on target? It looks like it, or just to the right. Just to the right. It has missed the target. It remains a 2-point game, but you feel that it's nail-biting time for New York. Number 18 is indeed on for them now, and that is Colm Shalvey from Rockland. He's on playing sort of left corner, and this is him going for the ball. Can he win it? He does, and he holds onto it brilliantly and gets his mark as well, and that's why he's been brought in. And he's already, I think, picked up a bit of an injury, and he's got some sort of strapping on that left thigh as well. Now he seems okay, but they really needed possession there, and he caught that and has got it for them, and that's why Corbett is now on the run. 48 minutes gone, 12 to go. New York looking to record a famous victory. Cool play by Jack Healy, keeping possession for his team. This all started with the substitute Shalvey, and now this is Cronin. Nearly lost it, but Cronin gets it back. I'm sure there's a lot of viewers in New York, and they're biting their nails watching this. Can they hold on? Brian Coughlin now, and Coughlin fancies a nice ball over the top. Nearly got there. He saw what he was trying to do, but now Southwest College have it, and it means that they can counter, and they're trying to get men forward. Sean Clear is steaming up the wing down the right hand side. This is really where it counts, coming into the last 10 minutes or so. 13 is O'Brien. He's going for his point. I think that's going to drop short, and it does, safely into the arms of Corrigan. Gives it out to the first substitute that they brought in. This is Cronin. Oh, he does brilliantly. Strong challenge coming in. He saw it coming, and he used his experience there to ride that challenge and hold on to the ball. New York doing all the right things under pressure, but they're just not getting enough scores in this second half. But Healy has it, gives it to Coughlin. Coughlin fancies it, works it onto his right, but snatches at it because there was a player coming in on him. He ran out of space, and it's gone to the left. Just over 10 minutes to go. Good tackling back, and the referee says there's no foul there, so keep going. Emmett Loughran keeps going. He gives it in to Kennedy, and a little foot goes in there, and the referee immediately went to his whistle. Message on the live chat here on YouTube from Darren McGovern. He says he's watching from Canada. He says he has a brother, Gareth, playing at fullback, absolutely, from Derry Gonley Harps. That's for Southwest College, and his cousin Ryan at centre half, and he has Kieran in the subs. Big family connection Where are you watching in Canada, just out of interest? And another comment coming in says Joe Brawley would love this game. No defensive systems. Nine minutes to go. Electric Ireland, Corner McLean semi-final. Mary I. Thurles Wade in the final. Oh, he's got that. He's got it, you know, and New York have the ball, and that's an important possession because Southwest College have a lot of men's committed forward, but that ball is just a little bit too high and goes over the head of McElliott, and they could have got an important score there. It just needed to be a little bit safer, shall we say. Maybe just work it through the hands, but he went for the kick pass. Just need to keep their heads in the last 8 or 9 minutes, New York, but Southwest are a tidy little team and they've played good football, and you just feel that they're going to get level at some point. They're not going to panic, and they've some nice shooters as well. This is Cathal Colton working the ball forward. Now that's brave tackling, that's good work, and they are going to overturn it here. They are going to get possession, New York. They are holding firm. 3-7 plays 1-11. I can't remember the last score we had, but it's been a long time, and the next score you feel will be very important. Will it be back to 1, or will Southwest College get a goal maybe? Or will New York get a score? Will they feed the ball out to Loughran? It's got dark here, but his luminous orange or red boots are becoming a little bit brighter in the dullness here. And Waterford, 8 minutes to go. Southwest get it again. Intriguing at the minute because you just don't know what way it's going to go, but this fella has got a goal. He nearly got another. He's working it nicely, little dummy solo, 2 or 3 men around him. They're looking to give it back to him as well. Oh, he is a big threat. They're working it. Subs in there as well. He lashes it, and has he got it on target? From close in he has. That was all about Garrity. The sub finished it well, but it was all about Garrity. Close range and right-footed. He adapted well there and put it over. I'm not sure who it was. Is that a sub that I didn't pick up? Quite possibly. Is it 28 maybe who came in there? If that is the case, it's Enda McCaughey from Trillick. Man down, I think it's Cronin who's injured there for New York. Score now 3-7 to 1-12. Just the 2 points in it and a little bit of treatment required. Gives me time to check your messages on YouTube as well. Keep them coming on live chat, especially now that we're into the business end of the game, and I'll take your contenders for player of the match as well. We've already had a contender coming in, and it's from Nick. He says, I think number 8 for New York should be player of the match. That's Garrod Kennedy. Yeah, he's been excellent. He's certainly a contender. Another viewer says he's watching from Aberdeen. We are able to continue now. So the goalkeeper, Ryan Corrigan, gets us going again. Puts it up into the middle. Who's it break for? It breaks kindly for Rian McGovern from Derry Donnelly Harps. It's Southwest College ball. It's got really, really dark here. It's the middle of the day, but it's so dull. There's a big heavy dark cloud over us. You nearly need the floodlights on here. They have lights, but they wouldn't put them on this early, but it nearly feels like we need them. Now number 8 Michael is going over that for that. Oh, he's going over for the hop. Is that it? Yeah. If he gets the ball, or if Garrity gets the ball, you just feel it's going to end up over the bar and a score for Southwest. They are really tidy players. They're certainly contenders for player of the match. 5 minutes to go, and we'll have a little bit of added time as well. Now, are we getting another substitution? Is that what it's about? Well, I think the number, is it the number 6 McGovern getting a bit of treatment for Southwest? That's maybe what the hold up is. There are the lights coming on. They must have heard me. They're starting to put the lights on here. It'll take a minute to flicker and come on properly. Probably looks better on our screen because we've added a filter to our camera, but it is very dark here. And I suppose it is 5 o'clock actually. I thought it was 4 o'clock. Of course we started at 4, so it's 5 o'clock, so yeah, makes sense. McGovern seems okay to continue. Off we go again, and crucially, the number 6, Kevin Rafferty, grabs possession there for New York. They just need to keep possession now. Luke Corridon from Shannon Gales does well, gets it to the substitute, number 18, who came in just a few minutes ago. That's Shalvey. He's done well, and he gets it again. New York moving the ball really nicely, and this is so important at this time of the game. Keep cool. But a kick pass there, maybe not the best option, and give it to the man chasing the ball with someone on him, and he's lost it, and Garrity takes it quickly. Gives it in to the substitute who got a point a minute ago. McCahey from Trillick goes for a second score in a couple of minutes. Oh, that's why they sent him on. He's got 2 points, and he's dragged them right back into the game within a point as the floodlights come on. They come on strongly, and Southwest College are coming on strongly. 3-7 plays 1-13. And actually, is that level? Maybe I missed a point there. That seems to, yeah, that's level now. I thought there was 2 points in it. There's 1 point in it, of course. Sorry about that. But you see it on the screen there. It's 3-7. That's 16. 1-13 is 16. And that's the equaliser from McCahey. And New York just haven't scored enough in this half. They got 3 goals in the first quarter, but haven't scored enough since then. And Southwest College have a bit of momentum here, and they look like they might steal this at the end. McInnesby is down the right hand side. They all want the ball now. They sense that there's a victory for them here. Oh, and there's the lead for the first time in the game, and they love it. They absolutely love it, Southwest College, and they have deserved it on the way that they've come back from 9 points down to get back into this game. Worked that score well too. And I think it was the number 13, Cian O'Brien from Devonish. Are they going to take it at the end? Oh, that was important possession to win. Got it from the kick out, and New York are not finished yet. Mikey Boyle, one of the captains, gives it forward, but it's intercepted by McGovern. He's had a great game. So, and your contenders for player of the match, I'd imagine he might get a mention, as will Garrity, as will Mackle for Southwest College. McInnesby's been good as well. And here is Mackle. Oisin Murphy's been terrific for them too. And he's so composed and casual almost on the ball there, and he knows that his team do not need to force the issue. So he's got the ball, and that's stolen back for New York, and I think it was Healy all the way back there, was it, or was it Coughlin? Either way, it's a New York ball, and they are looking to get an equaliser themselves. They haven't got enough scores in this game overall, and they need to get a point. Now there's an interesting ball across the middle, and there's a sub who's just come on. There's a threat here from New York. Can they level it? 1 minute to go. A goal would be nice for them, but has he got it? No, it's a free in, and that will be just exactly what they need, because it's right in front of the post, and you would imagine this will be an equaliser in the 60th minute of this game. And it's the number 12 who is down. That's Emmett Loughran, and there's a sub there that I didn't spot coming on, so I'll try and get that for you. He was involved in that move. There's 21 is on there. Did I get him? Did I mention him before? 21 for New York. Do I have a 21? Don't think I do. Maybe it's James Donovan. Didn't get a number for him. I'll check that for you in a second. Just check on my notes here that I got earlier on from the lads. 21. Yeah, James Donovan. I just didn't write it down in my notes. I missed that. But it is James Donovan from St Barnabas and Longford connections. Might need another stop here though, because Emmett Loughran is down. I wonder, are we going to be looking at extra time? I'm sure the lads would prefer not to have that with another game tomorrow. It's a big ask, two games in 2 days, but at this stage New York will be happy just to get more football, because they had a big lead and they have lost it. 1 point down. 3-7, 1-14. 17 plays 16. messages on the live chat on YouTube. There's a vote for Brian Coughlin for player of the match, the full forward. Yeah, he's been terrific, hasn't he? Been a breath of fresh air. He's so strong. And I think it was him maybe got that ball and won it back. And number 11, Jack Healy, has been immense as well. And I'm taking that from a message that came in. And there is the equaliser, and the New York supporters loving that. Tomas Corrigan says supporting my nephew Ryan Corrigan. He's from Long Island in New York. Thanks for that. Right, in extra time, 62nd minute, but I think we're going to have 2 or 3 more minutes, and that's brilliant play by Healy, winning such important ball. He's shown great tenacity there and passion as well. Healy and Coughlin, the 11 and 14, so vital for their team, and so is Garrod Kennedy. And is there a winner in it for New York? No, it's been stolen. And that's cool play, giving it back to the goalkeeper deep in injury time, but it's worked for Southwest College. It's tense and it's dramatic. That's not the full-time whistle. It's a free out for Southwest. 62nd minute. I think we've still got a couple of minutes to go. It was Coughlin who won that ball out here, wasn't it? He really has been a force in this game. Southwest have it. It is tense at SETU Waterford. The Electric Ireland Corner McLean second semi-final. It's up for grabs, but are we going to have to go to extra time? Who is going to try and get a winner right at the end? There's bound to be one more chance. It's another free for Southwest. They play it through the middle, but that could be intercepted, and it has been for New York. That's good play by the fella who has come on, Donovan. This guy has been immense. And that's a fantastic ball, sensational ball, and it could lead to a winning score because McElliott has it, trying to get on his right foot instead. The sub's in there and he lashes it to the net, and it's a dramatic goal, and it's been given, and it's the substitute, Julian Jamshahi, has got the goal, and surely that is going to win the day right at the end for New York. The home crowd love it, the Americans love it, and the young Americans have really put on a show here today. They were 9 points up, and then it looked like they'd lost it. They've come back and shown great enthusiasm, passion, tenacity, spirit, everything. You name it. And they have surely won it at the end with another goal. 4-8 plays 1-14 in the Electric Ireland Corner McLean semi-finals. They roll on another substitute, New York, and it's 22 coming in now for the last few seconds. They are going to have to hold this. It's Joey Grace who's come on from Rangers. They've won it again, New York. Their tails are really up. Now it's about keeping possession. Are they just going to go for scores? They are. They're being ambitious. They're not holding back. They're not just keeping possession. They're going for it. They're going for the jugular. And the sub has come in. He's fisted it across the goals. That's the challenge comes in. And McCaffrey is going to try and retrieve it. The ball isn't maybe out yet, is it? No, he's kept it in. Yeah, the umpires say play on. The goalkeeper is out there. So there's no goalie in it. They can get this one across. It could be interesting. And now the referee says it's a free, and it's a free in. A free in for New York. I think we had a little audio issue there a few minutes ago. Sorry about that, but we are trying to fix it for you. Just checking the comments here again. I'm sure the New York viewers are absolutely loving this because they were biting their nails and thinking maybe they weren't going to win this, but what a turnaround and added time at the end of this game. Oh, Southwest have it. 66th minute of the game. Well, we knew we'd have a few extra minutes. Didn't think we'd have this many. Well, actually, I suppose it makes sense. There were maybe 2 or 3 stoppages, but 66 minutes gone. 4-8. That is 20. Plays 17. So it's just a goal in it. The weather's gone a little bit strange here. It feels like rain, and yet there's sunshine over on the right-hand side. It is Ireland. It is February, I guess, coming into spring. But is there a goal here? Have New York got it back? They haven't, but the referee blows the final whistle and New York have recorded a famous victory. Oh my goodness, they were brilliant at the start of the game and brilliant right at the end in added time, and the support that have come all the way from New York are absolutely loving this. Oh my goodness, what a game, what an occasion. New York GAA and the Stars and Stripes, the banners, are coming out not only on the far side, they're coming out down in front of me to our left with the New York supporters. And just right at the end, when you thought Southwest were going to steal it from them, it is New York who have won 4-8 to 1-14. And you have to say it's a happy birthday as well for their number 2, Shane Doheny, one of the captains. And they have won this game. Now somebody's coming over to have a word with me here, so I might try and have a word with him or get someone to explain what he wants, because I wouldn't mind hearing from 1 or 2 New York people here. This man here was looking to talk to me here, so let's go and see if we can get a few New York people. Just go and see who that is and see what, if we can get him. And mightn't be able to get 1 or 2 of the players just yet, but would love to hear from 1 or 2 New York people. 66 minutes gone, so stay with us a second or two and we'll get somebody. A little bit of reaction would be nice from New York. Let me just see if we can grab somebody here. We can get the word around here. From supporters, anyone will do. I've put the word out. Players going over to the far side, and what an effort they put in. 4-8 to 1-14. Brilliant. Famous victory. They're in the final now to play Mary I Thurles tomorrow, and that game will be at 11:30 in the morning, and we will be live streaming that game as well. The Electric Ireland final tomorrow in the Corn McLean Cup. New York through to the final. We've got a guest. Are you coming over to have a word, sir? Good man. Put that on you there. He's got the sunglasses on as well. That was a wee bit ambitious, but step back a wee bit there to get you in, and we'll get the Stars and Stripes as well. Good man. Go on a wee bit back there and we'll get a nice shot of you. Tell us who you are.
Name is Dennis Sheehan from Yonkers, New York. And
you have a son playing?
the son on the panel, yeah, Daniel Sheehan. New York Celtic. So
who are these girls holding the Stars and Stripes?
These are the supporters, the real supporters back from New York here. All the way from Kerry via New York. Kerry via New York. We
need more shout outs. There's more coming in here. Come on in.
Yeah. What a game out there, huh?
Ah, boys.
What a fantastic game. Those lads fought all the way to the very end. Started off well in the first half, and I knew it was going to be a very, very tight game. And in fairness to them, they went a point down with 2 minutes into extra time. Thought the game was over, but they dug deep and got a great goal at the very end. And I thought it was a great game, but deserved it in the end. Fair play to them.
It was the substitutes. Julian.
Julian played well.
Tell me, how do you pronounce the second name?
Oh, no, Jesus Christ Almighty, I'm not even sure. Your handwriting's not great, so I can't read it. But it was a great all-round performance by the whole team, I thought. What did you think?
And what did it say about them that they scored it in added time? Because it looked like they threw away a 9-point lead. They were behind for the first time. But what did it say about their spirit?
Well, it shows a lot about their spirit. You know what I mean? Let's call a spade a spade. The goalkeeper probably gave 2 mistakes in the first half to give us 6 points. So really and truly, you would say it was a closer game at half time than what the scoreline reflected. But as I say, they never gave up. They dug deep, and especially when they went a point down, I think. A point down in extra time, they showed how good and how a character building and the panel is, and their coaches and everything, and they never gave up. They've been coming back here for years and years, and they've been coming out the wrong end of results like this. But today was a day that they came out in the right end, and fair play to them. I'm delighted for them.
Right, so they've fought for this a long time, and you come all the way over for this. Tell me what it means to you and all these people here with the flags as well, what it means to come over, not just to play here, but to win and put on a show like that, because they really played great.
You know what it means? It means everything to us, really. We've been working for a couple of decades in New York trying to build up the underage structure, and they've been coming back with faded teams, and they've been doing very well, and been trying to push it on after fade on to the college age. And we've been unlucky for the last couple of years, but finally this year, after that game, if you saw that game, if a lot more people saw that game, they would be amazed at the the performance by all the players, the stamina, their fitness, the skill, they're just as good. These players put everything in, they work hard, and it's just a delight. I'm sure for everybody here, delighted to see them, and really delighted. For everybody back in New York watching it live as well, it was fantastic. They would be jumping around the place back there today.
And I love it that there's St Barnabas, there's Shannon Gales, there's Rangers, but you're the only Celtics man, is that right?
No, absolutely, the only New York Celtics. So a big shout out to my son. He's the only player on the panel, so delighted. He just started his first year in college this year, so it's great for him to get on the panel. So delighted for him.
Brilliant.
Very proud.
Thanks a million. Let's bring in one or two of these players here. So we'll take the headphones off you there, but thanks very much for doing that. We want to hear from these boys, so we've only one microphone here and one headphone, so we'll take one at a time. We'll take one at a time if you don't mind. So you put that on there. But do you know what, Kevin, or Peter Cronin. Peter, come here a wee second. I have a job for you. I'm going to talk to the captain here, Mikey, but could you do me a favour? Could you get the birthday boy?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. Shane Dohenny, 22 today, but he's one of the captains. You're the other captain, Mikey. You're St Barnabas man.
Sir.
Talk to me. What's that like? What was it like to win that?
Yeah, it was a great game. We were here last year. We have a strong core of the same guys that were here last year. So, we knew what to expect when we came over here. We knew the semifinal was going to be, just as tough as the final. 4 teams that were left were going to be strong. So we had to bring it. We got the Shield last year we were happy with that, but we were coming here to win the final this year. So, we're happy with that win. We're not satisfied yet, but it was a great win for us. We hopefully just keep the momentum going into tomorrow.
Let me move that headphone away because we want to see you properly here.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about what you were thinking when they sneaked ahead right at the end there. Did you think it was up?
No, our trainer, Patty Curtis, he wasn't able to make the trip with us, but, he just preached to us the whole time, no matter, even if we're down, we're still fighting, 100% the entire game, we're crawling off the field. There's no let up in us. So I think everyone, even when we were on the field, when we, let a few scores in unanswered, we knew we just had to deal with the adversity and keep going forward, keep pushing forward, and that's what we did. We had fucking
language now.
Sorry,
apologies for that language. Here we are live.
Sorry. We had great energy coming off the bench. Everyone who came in gave us a great spark. Julian with the goal at the end was incredible. Just shows how deep we are. Every one of our 24 guys that came over here could earned 1 through 15 jerseys. So it's just good to see everybody come in ready and bring the energy.
How important was it for you to come here and show that you guys are as good as anybody over here and that you really held your own there, played great football and deserved that?
Yeah, it's huge. We got a lot working right now in New York. All the way up from U8 all the way to the senior panel. We're really pushing and trying to build something special in New York, and we're going to be the guys coming up in the next few years. So it's huge to get that confidence, get wins over here against quality teams like we're playing. So yeah, it gives us a load of confidence going back and a load of confidence going into tomorrow.
So you played CYC, you played Fela, you come up all the way through, and now you're here.
Exactly, yeah. No, yeah, it's just a testament to the training and everything that we do back at home. We don't have the luxury of getting all the challenge matches that a lot of the teams out here get. So when we do come over here, it's like our Super Bowl. We got to prove it. There's no second chances.
Got to replace you, I'm afraid, but it's the fellow captain here. We're going to substitute you with the number 2 here.
It's big man's birthday today.
I know, it's the big man's birthday, yeah. He's going to sing for him, happy birthday. Embarrass the life out of him. Put them on you there, Shane, we got a word with you. Shane, what a way to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad. Come on now. Don't be playing it down now. Come all the way to Ireland and winning on your birthday on a day like that. Tell me how you feel.
It feels good to be in the final again. We were in the final 2 years ago at the cup final. We were in the Shield last year and back in the cup again.
Did you doubt it at all right at the end there when they went ahead?
Yeah, it was close. I didn't know if we would pull it out the bag.
Who do you think played well for your team today?
I thought everyone put in a good shift. There's a lot of leaders on this team. All the players off the bench really stepped up and got us the win in the end.
You'll be celebrating tonight, but not too much.
No, not too much, no.
You're on, I think it's 11:30 tomorrow morning. against
yeah,
Mary I Thurles. So
yeah, that'll be tough. We didn't get to see their game, but it's always high scoring. So
one last thing, what does it mean to you of all these people here and the stars and stripes behind you and everything, and have all this support, not only here but online?
Yeah, it's great to have all the support. A few of my family came up from Leitrim to watch, so it's good to see them too.
And you're with the Rangers Club in New York?
Yeah, Paddy Mulville, the manager, he's our manager, and trainer Paddy Curtis, he couldn't come over, but he trained us for the last 3 months, so yeah, it was a good background from Rangers, yeah.
Brilliant. All right, I'm going to substitute you as well now. I'm going to bring in Peter Cronin. You mentioned leaders. He's one of the leaders on the
Peter
team, yeah?
Leader, yeah, that's his nickname.
That's his nickname, never mind that he is a leader. Well, I guess that's why he got the nickname, so let's have a word with him as well. Yeah, so Peter's putting those on. Peter, they call you leader, and there's a reason for that, I guess.
Yeah, there was one training session, we didn't have, two of our captains were out injured, and I guess I sort of stepped up and took the training with the warm-ups and everything, and then one of the selectors, Sean Price, just started the name Leader Peter, and then it stuck ever since.
Well, it was important there today. You needed leaders right at the end.
Yeah, our manager, Paddy Mulville, was always saying, even though we have two captains, everyone on this team's a leader. Everyone has to step up when their name is called, and that's what we did today.
Who do you think stepped up right at the end there in the last couple of minutes? Because you went a point down, you're in added time.
The bench. The bench won us the game there at the end, because, you know, it sucks when you're not on the starting 15, but you can be called at any time during the game, and when you come in, you have to step up and play your best, and that's what we did today to get us over the line.
Well, the sub Julian got the goal.
Yep, massive.
And there were some terrific interceptions. Was it Shalvey out here? Made a couple of great
Colin
catches
Shalvey,
too.
James Donovan, Chris Mulville, they all came up with big interceptions there at the end.
And what about those goals flying in the first half?
Yeah, we preferred to score goals, I guess, more than points, but the goals won us the game in the end today, and hopefully we can score some more tomorrow.
What does it mean to you to get into the final?
It's big. So my first trip with the team, college team, was 2019, and we got to the final that time when we lost. So now this is my last year on the team. So hopefully tomorrow we can win it and finally say we won the college tournament over here.
And this has taken a long time, but you guys have played all your lives, as I was saying, from CYC and all the way through. I mean, you showed out there, you know, you wouldn't have looked at that and thought, oh, these guys are from somewhere else. You're 3,000 miles away, but you're as good as them.
Yeah, we've been playing all our lives. There's a great program in New York that's training underage all the way up to have us competing in New York, over here in Ireland, to make sure we're just as good as the rest over here.
We'll get one last word from Sean Price here, so
Yeah.
we'll let you go as well, just to wrap it up. Come on in here, Sean, we get a word. Yeah, he's giving him a bit of slag about doing the interview. Well, we started with you, so we'll finish with you, Sean. You know, stand out there a wee bit. We get a nice shot of you there, and even further back. That's it there. You should know the drill by now. You're experienced at this now. Describe that for me.
Look, I don't know if you could describe it. We could be here for 10 minutes talking about it, Jerome. Listen, you know, you go a point down with 3 or 4 minutes left. You've dominated the game for the most part. It takes fierce character to come back from that. It takes fierce character to score a goal there at the end and put the game